Mr. Mogakane to our Pride of the East show, which means Mpumalanga. So yeah, we the youth of Mpumalanga, and it's quite rare for such things to happen, especially in places like Bushbuckridge, and yeah, we're in Shatale, right? So as you've heard, our motivator, our youth leader, like this guy has been doing a lot for the youth, right? So as you've heard today with the youth grooming, like everything about businesses, and how do you think this such a show could have such an impact to the youth? How it embraces the youth. What do you think, especially regarding the thing of doing a business and job hunting? It's quite different, and there's a lot that can happen in those things. You do get me, right? So what could be your suggestions regarding that?
All right. First of all, thank you for welcoming me into the show. My name is Mr M Mogakane, and I'm an IT technician for the Department of Culture and Sport in Mpumalanga. So I represent my department with regards to the technology stuff. Yeah, so I'm helping out in the community, trying to teach the youth about IT stuff. So to answer your question, the youth, I think they must acclimatize themselves with business ventures, whereby they take place. I don't know actually the actual days, but then they can acclimatize themselves. They do have their phones and the internet. They can connect via Mega. There's also a youth chamber which is called the YCCISA, which was started by Dept of Culture from here in Shatale.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the president of that youth chamber, and now he's also been elected or nominated as a chairman for MTPA, Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency. So they should at least try to get in contact with Vitam Tupi Masheo. I do have his contacts. Those who want to contact him, they can contact him. And he's also on Facebook. So if they can talk to that guy, he will tell them what the youth can do in order to uplift themselves rather than going out there and look for jobs. Because jobs nowadays are scarce. But then we have to open our mind. We have to be open-minded. We have to be socially active. We have to make sure that we develop ourselves from within, because there are many opportunities which are laid there in our environment. For example, someone can start a business, It's quite lucrative, and then they can get their funds from CEDA, CIFA, and then Mega, So it's all about the youth taking initiative, actually. Initiatives like the Pride of the East should also help, So if the youth come and talk to you guys, I can also provide information on how to do business and where to get information on how to start your businesses and how to get funding and how to build sustainable businesses, Because we want to do away with that notion or norm that we as black young people or black people, we start something and then we do not finish it, or we do it for the moment, and then we want to build legacies from now on. Yes.
And the thing about the youth, sometimes they just come up with, they face challenges actually, right? And then they're like, okay, you know what, this maybe wasn't meant for me, and then they'd be giving up, So, according to you, if it happens, I get it, these days, they say anything could be a business, right? So, what do you think could actually push the youth? Because we can say nowadays youth are focused on parties.
True.
Wherever there's alcohol, food, music, they're there. And it's not that we're saying they shouldn't drink alcohol, they shouldn't have fun, but then they should also think for themselves, for their future, because we are the future, right?
Of course.
So we can't be focusing on 65-year-olds and 45-year-olds. No, we should be focusing on some. So what do you think? Since you do encourage this business starting thing, right? So what do you think could youth do whenever they're facing challenges? Like, it could be hard, right? So obviously they'll need something to keep them going. So what do you think could be that thing, or maybe how could the government help on such a thing?
All right, thank you. No, I think, honestly speaking, it boils down to the oldest trick in the book, or should I put it that way? There's what we call intrinsic and extrinsic values within individuals. Some people are initially or innately born with that drive or courage to start something. Some people need a push. Support those that are facing challenges, they want to give up, they don't know where to start. I think they should get or pinpoint a certain role model within their communities, the people who are successful enough to say, okay, this one satisfies my goals and my ambitions to where I want to be. They should go out and approach those people, so those people become their mentors, and they make sure they call them every day, they talk to them, or they could come to me or to Mr. Eugene there to get encouragement. And then they should also do a lot of reading. I know reading is a daunting, it's a daunting exercise, but they should try. At least, they say you should at least read 5 sentences a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those 5 sentences could mean something, just a day, Well, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Magnum. Whenever I say Mr. Magnum, I feel like, Mr. Donut Magnum, no beggar. Peter. I'm sorry for that.
Don't you worry.
So, thank you so much for your time. Your words, I really do believe that they could have a huge impact. They could really help a lot to our youth, and I hope they do take them into consideration, because someone out there needs this.
They do.
So we are very glad that you could join us. We really appreciate your time and your efforts for this show. Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Okay. Oh yeah, and by the way, you're part of the library team, and we thank you also for that.
Okay.
It's helping the youth, even though I think it's not that they do come and enjoy reading and stuff like that. They just come for the internet and stuff. But then we thank you for leading this library and also being here, because it's part of youth grooming, community grooming. And it's so wonderful. Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure. I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. So
yeah, you can get me anytime. Feel free, anyone, to contact me with whatever information they need. I may be able to help. God bless.
So much. Right, people, that was Mr. Magnum Mogakane, part of the library team, and you've heard him. He's part of the IT what. So whenever you need him, he's available at Shatale Library. So if you do need contact with him, probably you'll get the information from Pride of the East page. And also, if you're around Shatale, around Bush, Violet Bank, wherever, as long as you know Shatale Library, you can reach him. Thank you so much.